Netflix has given their employees the axe. And I am absolutely here for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's why. First, like and subscribe. Thank you. The thing about Netflix, what I like is Netflix, it has absolutely no filter in what it lets in its doors. It is a landfill of media content from mostly trash and then a few gold nuggets spread out. So when activists come in and say, this is what you can and can't put because it offends my politics, they're like, well, I mean, you could probably deep dive into a million different movies and TV shows that are probably offending your politics right now that you're not paying attention to. Is this because, someone like Dave Chappelle's trending on Twitter is the only reason you notice him? So I like that they let out a statement. I like that they're taking a hard stand. And I think that all companies should take a hard stand because this idea that, because I stand on my soapbox and I say, hey, I'm a white savior. I am an activist. Here's my morals and values. Company I work for, I'm going to protest you. They didn't tell you to work for them. You don't get to walk in there and say, hi, I apply to your job and I'm going to tell you what you can and can't make. Dave Chappelle, mean. You don't get to do that. They can have whatever they want. And I'm sure if they look at those analytics on all of his specials and they're like, listen to this guy who's obviously mad because he's a woke LA person, or the rest of the planet that is giving this thing thumbs up and gold stars and watching it excessively. The rest of the world does matter outside of Los Angeles, despite what people in Los Angeles and San Francisco think. California has this elitist thing where they sit in their high horse and they think the world has to be dictated by their morals and values. It doesn't. The rest of the world does not care about their gender theory nonsense, their easily offended by jokes nonsense, their comedy cops. I mean, the amount of things that they're uptight about, it's really just them, and they just don't realize it because they listen to the echo chambers of their little social media internet gathering that tells them everything they want to hear and says, you're so brave for fighting for this thing. There's a whole planet out there that isn't saying that. And Netflix is catching on to what a lot of companies aren't catching on to, that it doesn't have to pander to these people. It doesn't. It's for everybody. It doesn't have to pander to whatever your activism is about. And if this infringes upon your activism, quit. So, big pro Netflix right here. Big win. Hopefully other companies follow in line because you don't have to listen to angry Twitter people tell you how to make your company run.